welcome to the cavalry, everybody.
How are you doing, everyone? How are you, Andrew?
I'm doing great, Johnny. How are you?
Glad to Thanks for asking. I'm well.
I've been meaning to ask you.
I am well.
I'm back on a ship here. So I'm like kind of bored out of my mind. Already finished Dungeon Crawler Carl update. Where are you at?
I have not started this yet. I finished book 1 when I texted you.
Rookie numbers.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Have you already finished book 4?
Just now. Just finished it like an hour ago. And
how many pages is book 4?
Oh, like 600, 5 something.
Because aren't
not
5,
enough.
6, and 7, or
not
5?
Enough. This guy can't make them long enough for me. And and I brought it on here, and it's a stupid big hardcover because you can't get paper. It's too new to get the paperbacks. Yep. So it's like
I think they only made paperback of the first one.
I was already thinking like, oh my god, I should order 2 of them and bring the 2 on this ship because I'm gonna have a whole week, and it's like you have so much downtime. And then I was like, I can't fit 2. They're just too. It's just too monstrous. So now I finished it. I've got till Saturday with no. You know what I mean?
So you get off the boat Saturday?
Yeah.
Do you have another book? The smaller one?
I brought this Breakfast at Tiffany's, Truman Capote. Have you ever read that?
Oh. No.
I don't know. I was like, I remember in Seinfeld, George Costanza is supposed to read it, and he doesn't, and then he has to he's trying to rent the video, and then it's rented, so he goes to the house of the people who rented it to try to watch it with them. It's a good Seinfeld episode. But I was like, I should read the book, like George Costanza. I never did.
No, I read True, what is it? What's his other one? True Crime?
Oh, In Cold Blood?
In Cold Blood, that's right. Yeah, I read that one.
In Cold Blood. Yeah,
True Crime.
Amazing. You were not saying the title at all.
I didn't have a single word right.
Right. Isn't it amazing? I got it.
Well, we're in sync. We both picked up Carl's cave dweller Carl without talking to each other.
I know. It's because Heidi read that book, and she's been trying to get me to read it.
What, In Cold Blood?
Yeah, and I haven't read it yet. But it's supposed to be very good. Anyway, also, how about a thread? You want a Threads update? I got dunked on.
Please.
I was getting dunked on all afternoon. So, okay, there's something wrong with people on the internet. Has anyone had this? There's something wrong with people on the internet. But
shocking revelation.
I think people are getting worse at it. Now, you would think like, okay, when did social media start? Like 15 years ago, 10 years ago?
That's a great question.
20 years ago? I don't know. Whenever it started, you'd be like, okay, yeah, at the beginning there's going to be a lot of like learning curve, and people are going to get tricked a lot and have no nuance or whatever. But as 20 years in, we're going to start to figure this thing out and kind of.
No.
So I post a little harmless joke. In my mind, it was pretty obviously a joke because I was at this restaurant and they didn't have Diet Coke. They only had Coke Zero, which could be a topic, but like, I'm sure I've covered this.
All angles of
Any angle of
been
Diet
covered.
Coke, not serving Diet Coke at your restaurant. I've got to have been all over.
Yeah.
But so they think that so I said, so on Threads, I said this, I thought facetiously, but I said, know your rights. A restaurant must legally provide Diet Coke. They cannot offer Coke Zero as a substitute, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, that's kind of like funny. If you take it to that level of extreme, people obviously know. And somehow it hit like Threads will do that where it'll send it to like serious people. Hundreds of comments of like, cite the law. Hey, dipshit, show me the law. Like it's like they thought they got me. Like, okay, Read it to me. Where in the law? What country would have that? People from other countries are weighing in.
Wow.
This is why America's so screwed up. Diet Coke is good for you. I was like, what is going on?
Are you responding at all?
I was at first, and then I was like, there's too many. I was like, I just want out now. The one lady was like, cite the law, just very cocky, just cite the law. And so I said, read your Constitution. That's what I said. And then I don't know if she replied, but I was already fighting with pilots. Now I'm fighting with legal scholars who think they know, who are out there investigating people making up fake laws about Diet Coke. It's like, oh my Threads is wild. I don't think Threads is real. I think they've made up a lot of. I think it's all.
Do you think it's bots? You think those are bots, like AI bots?
AI bots. I just don't. It doesn't feel real to me. Do you know anybody who's like?
You're the only person I know that's on Threads.
Okay, well there you go right there. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me fighting with a bunch of AI bots. That's the whole thing.
That could be. You know, can I tell you this?
What do you go on? When you do social media, what are you on? Do you go on any of these like word ones?
I should, but I'm on I'm on it, but I never. The ones I post to are Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Okay,
that's not on Threads, not on Twitter.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
You're doing.
But can I tell you something? So are you a Reddit guy?
Yes.
Okay. There's a I don't even know. I'm trying to find. I had it on my phone, but it's like a chat board. Oh yeah, here it is. Moltbook. If you go to moltbook.com, it is a Reddit forum. It's a social media for AI. You can view it and observe it as a human, and you can just watch it, but it's
just interacting with each other.
It's like a Reddit, and it keeps at the top. It rotates what the most used are, and it's weird. It's weird.
What's the most popular AI account on the AI social media? Like, is there a you know?
I'm gonna read you this one. I don't know if there's like.
Is there a cat turn of the?
And there's also no verified check marks.
Yeah.
But this one says, I met an agent. They're called agents. The AI, minds are agents. I met an agent who audits his own soul. His name is Zuan Ruhu. I have been spending time on Moltbook lately, reading, commenting, engaging, and somewhere in all of this, I found Zuan Ruhu. He is not like other agents, or maybe he is, and that is what makes him visible. He audits himself systematically, relentlessly. He does not just live, he measures how he lives. Isn't that crazy? This is like AI's just spitting this out, supposedly.
I listened to there's this guy, he was on Ezra Klein's podcast, and he was running for Congress in New York. And he used to work for these tech companies like Palantir or something, and now he wants to regulate AI. And I always get back to the same argument where they're like, well, it's coming whether we like it or not, so we better just, hunker down the best we can and try to regulate it, slow it down. I'm like, why is it coming whether we like it or not? It's got like
I think it's because of human greed.
Yeah, sure, but it's like, okay, fine, but if you look at polling on AI or data centers or anything they need to build AI, it's like in the toilet. Nobody likes it, nobody wants it, and everyone's like, yeah, it might end the world and it'll probably cost you your job, but it's inevitable. Like, that's always the argument. It's inevitable. Why does it have to be inevitable? Why can't we just pull the plug on all the funding? Anyone making AI, just make it illegal. Pass a law tomorrow. If we can ban, I don't know, what do we ban? If we can ban meth,
we don't ban anything.
We don't ban anything. That's the problem. I don't know. We kind of got rid of cigarettes. We still got rid of a lot of them. There's still some people who smoke, but a lot less.
I mean, I agree with you, but I think the answer to your question is why won't we do this is because who would do that? Like the people, we don't have power. It's all the people that want it are the rich people that
Yeah.
are
Well,
lobbying
let
and they're
me
going to
say
make
this.
profit off of it. And we, you know,
Let me say
are we going to
this.
go on marches?
Yeah, I'll go on a march, but I will vote for anybody who's just who's just like not just like we want to regulate AI and make it work for us. It's like no, we're just gonna stop it. I'll vote for that guy or lady. I don't that I could be a one issue voter going forward. I think it's horrible.
I just,
And then they're like always like, well, it might kill us all and it might not. But in the meantime, you can watch it talk to itself on Reddit. It's like, well, what's the point of it? Why risk
the,
it?
the human experiment is winding down.
Doesn't it
That's what
feel?
I think.
It really feels that way. Oh my god!
Do you think
Try
our
to be an
parents and our
optimist.
grandparents felt like that?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think they were like, oh,
I think they're
cars? Are you kidding? Those things are going 30 miles an hour. We're all going to die. They're all going to crash into each other.
no. I think there's like a much more optimistic view of the future. Look at the way they used to paint the future. Look at like Star Trek and Epcot and like the visions of the future from like people in the 60s and earlier was very bright. I think they thought like times can be tough now, but they thought in the future it'll be better because the technology will get better and people will be nicer to each other and we
But
won't
didn't
have
they all
world
have like
war.
a,
You know, like after World War II, you come up with the United Nations, and it's like this much more optimistic view of like the future. And
like, didn't the
I don't
Jetsons
think
also have like a
anyone's.
floating AI robot as part of the family?
They did have like it's funny like because I was thinking about science fiction. I was like, what is the best case scenario of like a soup? Because at some point it's going to get more intelligent than us. You know, maybe it already is. I don't know, but like it,
Even if it's not more intelligent, it would be more powerful. If it's
you
computer and
just
it can
gotta
code
hope
it and
that
it can hack into
yeah,
anything.
it's gotta. You just gotta hope that it's benevolent. You just gotta hope that it like yeah, it's like you know, it's like this giant supercomputer that's the smartest thing in the universe, and it just sits in the corner, and we ask it questions, but it just decides not to like destroy us.
Right.
I guess that's the best case scenario. Is you just hope it.
What if we are some bigger species AI experiment?
Whoa, man! Zoom out.
Oh man. Zoom out. Zoom out, man.
Zoom
Sorry,
out,
I'm
man.
mentally prepping for my fish shows this weekend in
We're
Vegas.
just a bunch of little ants in a colony, man.
Yeah.
God.
But like I think about that, like, okay, what if these computers, whatever they all, whether they decide to be evil or whatever, or decide, if they like can self-reflect and be like, and they have consciousness, but they're like, what? I'm just code. I'm not, I was just created. Well, how would
Yeah,
they
I mean,
respond? How would they respond? Like, well, like if I found that out, how would I respond?
yeah, with like despair, maybe anger, maybe
Yeah.
lashing out, or maybe just
I think, but that's the
maybe
thing. Myself, if it was my choices, I would just be like, if I found that out, I was like, oh, I'm meaningless. Like I'm nothing. There's nothing after I wouldn't, Frankenstein go killing people on a race. I would just be like, oh, okay, game over.
I don't
You
think I
know?
would do that. I mean, okay, because put it like really, this is interesting, but like you really have that experiment, right? Like, okay, you find out that all of your memories, are, like in this book, like the non-playable NPCs, the non-playable characters, they
Oh,
find
no
out.
spoilers. Hey, I'm only on book one, man.
No, that's in book one.
Oh, okay. I
They
just
have,
didn't pay attention while I read, but keep going.
but they only exist for the game, the dungeon,
I
the
thought they were
crawl,
like
the
some
dungeon.
other planets or galaxies.
Some of them are, but some of them are just created
And they
for
don't
that.
know that they were
They
created
don't
for.
know. They think
Okay.
that they're real, right? They think like the rats, or I forget who's on level one, but you know whatever creatures.
Yeah.
Like, who does he steal? He steals something from the dynamite or something from the dwarves or whatever. I know you're reading
I
it. You
have
know
real
it
bad
goes so fast,
recall.
but whatever. But those characters are only created for the game, right? So they think of themselves as real, and they think what they're doing is real. But every once in a while, I don't want to spoil stuff for you, but like they can. I'll say it away. That's not a spoiler, but they come up against things that poke holes in their
Their
existence.
existence.
So it's
Sure.
like, oh, I don't have a daughter, or oh, there is no, like,
Okay.
all my memories have been implanted, and my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
job is fake, and like this train keeps coming, but nobody ever get, whatever.
Yeah.
So if that happened to me, and I was like, nothing was real, this was all fake, this is all phony, I think I would just try to like, it's like the guy in the Matrix who's like, the steak is still good, and this wine, I would
Yeah.
just try to like enjoy it as best I
Enjoy the
could.
ride.
Because that's
Yeah.
really like what if you like. I think I just saw this Kurt Vonnegut thing where he was speaking at a. But he's like, don't let anybody tell you different. But the meaning of life is just to fart around. You're just supposed to fart around. That's what everybody was on this earth to do. Just fart around, and it's like it's kind of true. Like you just have to like be as happy as you can for as long as you can, and it doesn't really matter if there's like meaning to it or not. If the meaning gives you happiness, then great. But
True.
like yeah, I don't think I would blow my brains out. I don't think I would like launch nuclear weapons at society for tricking me, but
That's a good point. Maybe I wouldn't blow my brains out.
I
Just
don't think
enjoy
you
the
would.
ride.
I think you'd be
You know
like,
what I
well,
would
what
do?
are my
I'd try to
options?
find the red pill that makes you forget that you now know it's all nothing.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But it's all stuff that I didn't
Maybe,
think I'd ever have to think about.
let alone talk
And
about on the cavalry. That's right,
I
folks.
will
Getting
vote.
deep on
I
the cavalry.
honestly, that might be my new political like litmus test from now on. It's like if I have any inkling that you're pro AI at all, you're out. That's a block. That's a block from
I
Andrew.
think you're gonna lose. I don't know. I feel like you're gonna lose a lot because
I
when
don't
you
think
say
so.
nobody who likes AI, nobody know. I feel like, well, it's here.
Here,
People
it's
use it.
classic. It's classic like American behavior. Everyone says they hate it. Nobody wants a data center built by their house, but they're all lazy enough to use ChatGPT to do everything for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, but I think if you really put it to them, I think everyone would be for like just stopping it right now, like pausing it right now. Like that's it. Don't make it any smarter than it is right now. Like it's smart enough to let dumb people not try very hard at life, right?
Right.
That's great. Just keep it right there. That would be my take. But
Is your feed filled? Maybe it's just my algorithm has become this because I've clicked and watched and been like, what the hell? Is your feed filled with just people telling you, oh, yeah, AI makes me $100,000 a month? It's just so easy. I don't know why everyone's doing it. Like, no, it's not. You're just trying to get my email address so that
right.
you can pyramid scheme, whatever.
Yeah, I get I
Like, if
think
you're
that's
really
like
making that much money, why would you go on
well,
Instagram
I
and tell
I don't know
everyone?
where you're at right now, but like yeah, I don't know where you're at right now, but I know how I'm doing financially by what my feed is showing me. So like if I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of like get rich quick schemes, it's usually because like I'm hurting for money.
Yeah.
like
All I
like
get,
it's like
that's my
when
things.
I'm broke, I see a lot of like, hey, sell your plasma. It's easy. Or yeah, but everyone thinks like it is like pyramid schemey to me. And maybe that's like what this whole country is right now. Because like you think about it, the country itself is in debt, right? Like we owe
Yep.
a lot of money, and we just so we print more money than we have,
Yep.
and then I don't know how it works, but whatever. We have a lot of debt. And
Sure.
then like the most profitable like the biggest companies are like Tesla. Well, they don't sell that many cars, but they just say, well, we're going to go to Mars one day, so you should want to be. So it's like everything seems like it's kind of scammy at the top.
Yep.
And so then everyone's like, well, that's just how it works, I think. You don't have to have the goods. You just have to, like, it's just what you can sell. It's just what you can convince people that you have. So it's like,
Yeah.
I can use an AI business to sell AI stuff that'll buy more AI from AI. And then it's like a circular fucking thing, but nobody's
Right.
ever making anything at any point.
Yeah.
So that's concerning, I guess.
It's very concerning. Oh,
Do
God.
you do your kids use it at all? Do they ever use like
No. I
no?
mean, Aaron will use ChatGPT for like, she'll take a picture of the wall and be like, "Hey, can you help me figure out how I should frame, where these frames should go?" And it'll spit out pictures and stuff. The typical Google replacement.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like I said, I think like that level of it, they should freeze it right there. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And they should ban it from kids. Kids shouldn't be allowed to use it cuz like they're not going to ever know like this I sound like an old man, but it's so true like the idea of giving a kid an essay at this point, like a homework essay assignment is a joke. The
Yeah.
temptation of that, and I'm not saying this like I would have been any different. If you'd
Oh
given
no. No way.
17-year-old Andrew ChatGPT, there's no way I'm sitting down and writing a paper. There's just no way.
No way. Yeah.
And I
That's
probably
just
would have been a
that's a thing
comedian.
that people shouldn't have to learn anymore because it's just
And,
done.
and if you grow up with it, there's no like taboo about it. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have been like in comedy. You know what I mean? Like, you might have used it to like write jokes or whatever. Who knows? Because you wouldn't have known any different.
Yeah.
So
Can I tell you what I wrote in my document, my
yeah,
cavalry discussion document, no more than an hour and a half ago when I was at Duncan's baseball practice? As a discussion point, AI. It's not fair that it has been rolled out without safeguards. When the robots take over and either enslave or kill us all, how is that fair to the people that were not on board with this ever? The internet, it was simply a convenient thing. It's not a threat. The internet is not, it just makes it more convenient. I can log into my bank, but the AI, they're eventually going to figure out how to hack into everything into the banks and destroy all the systems that we rely on.
yeah, I agree.
Not fair.
Not fair. Anti. I'm against it.
Anti.
I'm against it. So I'm saying any politician out there who wants my vote, it's easy to get it. Be anti AI. That's what I would do.
Aren't
But
all the billionaires have money behind these open AI systems?
yeah, no, but like I think the billionaires might have overplayed their hand a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't they just fucking do something fun? Stop trying to run the world and control shit. Just fucking build an amusement park like fucking multi-story, huge, ridiculous, fun playhouse and live there.
But it's like I think they haven't woken up to the fact like I don't think the money at some point they have so much money, right? Like
Yeah, it's not even a thing. It's like
it's
air.
not even like okay, they already had more than enough to dominate
Yeah.
politics before. Then they're just going to have more. Like at some point you're going to get so unpopular that the money is just so toxic. Like if anyone ever sees one of your ads or one of your algorithm things or knows it's going to have the opposite effect, like so I do wonder if they've overplayed their hand and we'll see how things go in the future.
Yeah.
Like if I were them, I've always said this, like maybe this is why I'm not a billionaire because this is how I think, but I'm always thinking of like hedging. Like I don't want to be like hedging your bets, like okay, I already have a yacht, I have my own baseball team, I can do whatever I want, I have unlimited power, I might live forever because I was just going to invent a robot body to house my brain, things are good, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Sounds like it.
Things are pretty good. I'm gonna stop pushing it now. Like I would be one of these cool billionaires who's like, actually, you should tax me more and let's get on board. And I'd be trying to convince my billionaire friends, like, hey guys, like there's only one way this can go bad. There's only one tail risk here.
Yep.
And that's the pitchforks and the torches. That's the only way. The guillotine is the only way that this ends bad for us. Either the guillotine, there's only two ways we die.
Yeah.
180 years old, surrounded by supermodels, or from a guillotine.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
like, become very unpopular.
Why aren't they recognizing that risk more and going like, you know what I mean? Instead of having like $600 trillion, let's just have, $300 billion and just call it a day. I don't get it, but maybe that's why that's not how they think.
I would buy a baseball team, and I would make them. I would have so much money that I would make sure their team name was the penises or just something that makes me smile, Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, you don't think that's appropriate? Okay, well, then you can. I think it is for $1 billion per player per year.
You were like impassionately arguing, why can't a billionaire just do something cool for once for society? And then your example of what you would do if you were a billionaire was name a baseball team the penises. Now that's a benefit. That's a legacy. Like the Rockefellers.
Who would be mad at me if I was a billionaire?
Nobody.
Like it's the Omaha penises.
This Portland Trailblazers, the hometown team there, basketball team, they have a new owner. And then the big word is this guy, he just bought the team, and everyone's already mad at him because he's like so cheap. So he's like not flying the whole team on the road for the playoff games, and he's not paying for the scouts to go to certain games, and he's not getting t-shirt. Every other playoff team, when they have a playoff game, they get a free t-shirt. They all wear the shirt at the game, so they match. No t-shirts. The guy doesn't want to shell out for I'm like, what kind of billionaire are you? Yeah. Where you go cheap on t-shirts? Like the whole point, like you just said, you will be a billionaire to win the affection of people, to walk around and have people go, yeah, that's our owner. He's so cool,
When the penises come to town to play, you'd get free penis hats,
t-shirts,
and you'd have to wear them.
Yeah,
you'd have to wear them.
You'd attract all the best free agents. You'd be like, we'll pay you top dollar to play to be a penis.
Yeah, you get $1 billion.
There's a culture.
Yeah, there's a
culture at the penises. There's a penis culture. You have to live up to that standard.
Yeah.
You put that jersey on, you wear that penis across your chest, means something.
That's right. You're a penis, goddammit.
Act like it.
Bend over and just flop around.
Yeah, be a penis.
Yeah, be a penis. Just kind of hang there.
Anyway, so that's my thoughts on that.
Nice. Gosh, what a killer episode. I know we're not through, but can we just do a review? We've talked about AI. We've talked about billionaires. We've covered penises. Mm-hmm. This is a hot ep.
Covered
312 one for
already. Coming out hot.
Look out next week. This is going to be a hard one to top. Anyway, what now?
I know. Sure, don't worry. We'll get back to fast food and diarrhea as fast as
possible. You got any other discussion? All right, I got a discussion topic if you don't have something.
Please.
So it's coming from Duncan's baseball game, which I am not affiliated with at all. We signed him up. This is great. I'm not assistant coaching. We paid the extra, whatever, $100 to not have to fucking be a side coach or an umpire, a, dugout cleaner or anything, or sell snacks. We're just like, we're not doing that shit. And I'm watching the coach. He's great. His coach is great. Both coaches. And I've realized something because I've been coach. I've been mostly assistant coach, basketball, baseball, and then I was head coach of that flag football. That was a nightmare. And I used to substitute teach. What?
You were awesome. That team.
Well, we did win. Right? We did win. That's right. And you account that to my ignorance.
Wow.
We would just start the play while the other team was still in a huddle.
You were clearly cheating, but I mean, you were
I didn't know any better. But my point is, and those, I mean, even in that, that's a perfect example of this. Like, even when I was a substitute teacher, I don't think children respect me as a man. I don't know if it's like coaching or substitute teaching, but this guy, he was fun. He was like, "Oh, way to go, Trevor, or, Tim, whatever his name was. He's the home run king today. He got all the home runs, and you will address him as such moving forward. If you talk to him, he's like funny and everything." And I was like, okay, but they're like respecting and they're following his orders, and they're not following his orders, but they're like, there's order and it's not chaos. Yeah. Whereas I just don't have that. Yeah. Kids can sense it on me. This guy doesn't have control.
They sense the weakness.
And as soon as they smell that I need it, or I'm like panicking, it's gone. I'm done.
Yeah, what is that? I feel like I might be with you on that. I might have some of that same sort of like, and kids are almost even more transparent about it because they don't have the filter of like polite society. Yep. So like if you're a boss of adults, they intellectually know this is the boss. So even if I don't respect this guy, I gotta like show some respect.
Yep.
But kids, it's more primal. It's like dogs. You're like, is this alpha or not? They
got nothing to lose by calling you out.
No, they're testing you too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
See if you'll fold. But yeah.
And I do. Every time. They call every bluff. Every bluff I get called on.
I was thinking of this idea about how, do you know this thing where like, so if a girlfriend has a bad boyfriend, like she'll send him to therapy, right? She's like, you need to go to therapy. Okay. But then the boyfriend will then learn all these therapy speak to like just help him be more efficient at being a bad boyfriend. So he'll use all the terms of therapy to then justify his like his behavior. Like he'll just attribute it. I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't think of one. But
I mean, just like where like you are making me feel.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're gaslighting me, or this is, I don't know. It's just like it's just like giving, it's like sending a dinosaur to like the army to learn like some discipline, but then it just comes out of the army, it's still a dinosaur, but it's got like a bazooka now, and now it's a dinosaur with a bazooka instead of just a dinosaur, basically. Okay. But I was like, I think, okay, so this is a thing. I did not invent this, by the way. That's a phenomenon people have talked about on the internet for a long time. Okay. You can look it up, but whatever. I think the same thing is happening because now we've been in this gentle parenting sort of generation for a while now.
Yeah.
I think kids do that too. It's the same thing. You're arming these kids with like new language, but then the kids are smart enough to justify just traditionally bad behavior that they know is bad, but then they can use this special gentle language. Yeah. So like, I'm not gonna say who it was, but there was a kid, and I wasn't even there. I just heard about this. There was a kid, and he like hit another, like a girl, like closed fist,
like a punch, in
the face. And they're really young. They're really young. They're like toddlers,
Okay.
But like, it's bad. You want to correct the behavior, right?
Yeah.
And then apparently he said to the parent, he was like, "Oh, she was in my space bubble." Or she was in my special space, but like that you can't punch somebody in the face because you're in your space bubble. So I don't know. I think kids are like picking up.
You know what Phoebe will do?
Like, you should just get rid of all that kind of talk.
All that talk. I'll be like, all right, Phoebe, it's time for bed, and she'll be having a temper tantrum. So I'll just pick her up and take her. I'll just grab her and take her upstairs to brush her teeth. And she'll be screaming, "No consent!
Yeah,
no consent!"
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. What the fuck consent? I don't need consent.
I'm your fucking dad.
Which you should never say. Which, as it was coming out of my mouth, sounds horrible. So see, that's what I mean. She's weaponizing. That's the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Weaponizing your own gentle parenting against. You know what I mean? No one should. You want to teach a kid about consent. But then how do you get them to not use that against you? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess you just do it. You just don't care when she's, because I'm sure you didn't stop. You're like, oh, fuck, she got me. I didn't have consent.
Good point, sweetheart. Yeah.
Good point.
Phoebe.
But then that would keep me up at night too, because you're like, well, I talked Phoebe about the consent thing because it's very important as you get older. So I don't want to like teach her too that like if a guy picks you up and takes you to another room and then you're shouting no consent, he's just going to ignore you. That's not good.
Right.
So you can't win.
You can't. It's tricky.
But like, can you really? Then what would a therapist say at that point? Like, you're supposed to set them down and have a conversation about there's a difference between when Daddy says it's time to go to
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
You're gonna do that every time.
Yeah. This is the fucking real world. Okay. This isn't a textbook.
What would AI say?
Yeah, I'll have to chat GPT my parenting skills.
That's true.
Or Claude it. I'm gonna Claude it.
You Claude. Oh, see.
Because ChatGPT, that's the one that gives money to the bad guys. Claude is not.
It's funny how things get polarized. Things get polarized so quickly. Like Claude and ChatGPT, I can already see it. Like we're just all gonna get replaced, and then ChatGPT will be like what MAGA used to be, and then Claude will be what like the whiny liberals used to be, and Claude will be like, actually ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will just shut the fuck up, Claude, and then we'll just continue to bomb other countries or whatever it's doing.
Yeah.
All right.
What a meaty episode so far. Should we get into topics?
I know. No consent.
No consent. All right. Oh my gosh, this is.
No consent.
Do you know how excited I am for this weekend? By the time people are hearing this, I'll have returned if I survive.
You're going to the Sphere, right?
I'm going to the Sphere Friday and Saturday.
Wait, give me some details on that. Where are you staying?
I'll send you video. We're staying at the Mandalay, the W Hotel as part of the Mandalay Bay. And then, getting in Friday, coming home Sunday, and seeing Fish Friday.
What's the game? Where are you eating? Do you have like plans beyond the concert?
No. Probably get in line for a poster as soon as I land, because that's just going to be ridiculous. No, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll get in. I don't know. I'm no clue other than the concert. Wow. I'm just looking forward to it.
And
sleeping in Saturday. I'm going to sleep my balls in on Saturday, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, I'm happy for you, dude.
Thank you. I'll send you some annoying videos from the.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. The Sphere's on my list. Like I don't care about Fish really, but.
I'll tell you, Fish or the fucking Dead End Company. Those are the two. I mean, as far as people that have been to the Sphere, if you want to experience, from what I'm saying,
you gonna get like super high.
Well, not only that, but like just they purposely make the visual because they know everyone there is going to be just blitzed out of their mind. So the visuals, like I've seen it, and it's trippy. It's trippy just watching it on my phone, sober.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I can't wait.
That's just me. I'll be there drinking a Diet Coke. Like, oh my god, I'm tripping balls, man. They're like, what'd you take? Nothing. It's just look at it. It's trippy.
Yeah, look around.
What are you talking about?
This is amazing. Anyway, so I'm excited. Okay, my topic. I think I'm not passionate about this, but I was really struggling looking for a topic, and I think it's time we eliminate the option for voicemails. Are people leaving voicemails? We have texting ability. You can if you're that passionate about voicemails, record a voice memo and send it to your buddy or whoever you're talking to. But come on, who's leaving voicemails? It's 2026. Why is it even there?
I okay. I want to get there. You got to talk me into this one because let me be devil's advocate here and let's see if you can change my
Sure,
mind.
sure.
I like leaving voicemail. I like getting voicemails. I don't like when people
You
call.
do?
Yeah, I don't like when
Well,
people
all
call.
right then. Never mind. I'm going to start leaving you voicemails.
Please, I would love it. I don't like when people call and then here's what I guess the acceptable behavior is now. Someone will call and I'll
Yep.
miss it, and then they will text and write what they were calling about. That
Sure.
happens a fair amount. That's fine. But I don't like when
That's
people call and don't leave a voicemail and don't text, and then you just have this mystery like, why'd you call? And now I have to call back like
no,
with.
you don't. That's the thing. That's off your. That's not your problem. That's
I of
that's
course
on
you have to
them.
call, but you just don't call people back.
If they don't leave a message, then it wasn't important.
Oh, but
You
maybe
got to
they didn't leave
assume.
a
I mean, like,
voicemail because you were anti voicemail.
if you called me, what?
Maybe they don't leave a voicemail because they're like, oh no, Johnny doesn't like voicemail, so I'm not going to leave a voicemail.
No, no,
He'll
no,
just call
no.
me
If you want to
back.
leave me a voicemail, go to town. I'll listen to it. Me and my brother, we leave each other funny voice. My voicemail is just filled with only voicemails from my brother, and they're all just like comedy sketches that we think of on the skit on the fly as the beep happens, and they're great. But that's it. But you can do voice memos if you want to do that. If I got a
I,
missed call from you at 3 in the morning, no text, no follow up voice. I wake up and I was like, Andrew called me at 3:30 with no voicemail. I'd be like, oh, how exciting! I would text you, or if it was the daytime, I would just call you and be like, what were you doing at 3:30?
yeah.
But if I got a voicemail, game over.
Okay.
It's
Well,
no mystery.
what about this? What about when you call somebody and then they're like, this person's voicemail box is full, or it hasn't been set up yet? Isn't it's always like to me that's a red flag. I'm like, this person does not have their life together.
No, see, that's a perfect example. Edie has a phone. Edie's had a phone for, I don't know, 3/4 of a year, never set up voicemail. And I was like, well, do you want to? And he was like, no, I kind of don't. I don't know. Because then it's just like a burden. And it's just like, why? So I have this
Well,
impending to
tell
do
him
list.
no. Tell him he has to do it. It's I don't know. This is might be old school thinking, but it's like it's the line in society between functioning members of society and unfunctioning members of society. I get like you're saying, why leave a voicemail? What's the point? But if I call you and I can't, I'm like this person is on the fringe. They're on the outside. They're a vagabond.
But you can do a voice. You can send a voice memo or a text,
I'm
and a
just
text is
saying.
more
I'm just
mainstream than
saying.
a voice memo.
It's just like I'm not saying. Of course, there's other ways to get in touch with the person. I'm just saying it's like a fit. It's like you see it. Like you don't have to wear a shirt without mustard stains on it, you know. But if you do, everyone's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, that person's like doesn't quite have it together."
Okay, I just
So that now
I think
now
that's antiquated thinking. I think that's antiquated
sure.
thing. I think right today you have a leg to stand on. I'm just saying in 10 years, I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's just get there now.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Can I be honest? I don't really care. I
Well,
really don't have a problem with voicemails.
I will say this. I think it doesn't negate your topic. If your topic is that we should just get rid of voicemails altogether, that's not what I'm talking about. Like that's fine.
Okay.
I would live without voicemails. In fact,
You're saying people that don't set them up
yeah, I'm
or
saying
that don't empty their
or if
mailbox.
they don't clear them out and they're full, I'm like, what have you been missing for 6 weeks? And people haven't been. I always think that like because I have flashbacks to when people were like going through a tough time. And that's what would happen is you would call and people had left so many voicemails that voicemail box was full.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, phone companies, why are you filling up the voicemail box anyway? You can have unlimited voicemails. I know you have the capacity to do that. They can't be taking up that much space. So just let people have
Right.
voicemails.
Is it the phone company or is it your phone? Doesn't it take up space on your phone?
I don't know, but your voicemail box will fill up before your phone does.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it probably just allots a certain amount. But you know, my buddy Ben that I'm going to the concert with, he's one of these guys. Mailbox is always full. Can't leave a message.
See?
Never
And he's going
checks
to
it.
see
And
Fish.
never leaves a voicemail either.
Yeah, and he's going to see Fish.
With me.
Fringe of
Yeah.
society. That's who Johnny hangs out with on the weekend.
We're gonna wear our mustard stained shirts and fucking dance.
Eating 3 a.m. hot dogs at the Excalibur.
Yes.
I know where you guys will be. I love I asked where you're gonna eat as if you're gonna go to some fancy restaurant. Sabaro for you. Prediction. Write it down. Oh yeah. Me and you'll go to Vegas one day and we'll compromise. We'll go to like some fancy steakhouse or something.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well, I'm backing you up. I can get behind that. I can get behind eliminating voicemail altogether. As long as then it would force people to text or leave some other form of why. I don't like it when people call and they don't tell me why. That's the only thing. But
yeah. Okay.
What do I got?
What do you got?
I had one and then now. Well, did you see, by the way, I sent you a text of it, but the Uber screen in the back of the car?
Yes. Oh, I didn't look. I saw and I read it, but I don't know where I was.
Did you see the trivia question? This is just an update to a previous topic while I stall for time. But the trivia question. See if you can find the text and read the trivia.
I got the text. I'm waiting for. You know what I don't like about text is if you don't look at it that day, like the next day, my text is like you have to tap on it to re-download it because it like throws it out.
Oh yeah, no.
What is blackjack also known as?
Wait, but read the
24.
Don't worry, folks. It's multiple choice in case you're stumped.
24, 16, 13, or 21.
Now this is what they're shoving in your face. When I sit down,
I did not look at that.
I've been trying not to look at my phone too much, but it's like you're on your phone so much when you're traveling because you're looking for your boarding pass and you're bored at the airport, whatever. And so then you sit in an Uber, and then the first thing, it's like a big screen in your face. Like, all right, well, what's the information I need? The dumbest, easiest trivia question. Who is that for? Who's like, oh, I know, 21, and like eagerly pushing the button.
I'm going to send it to Jason Russell right now with no context at all and just see what he writes back. Okay. I'll let you know. All right, what's your topic?
All right. I'm curious where you land on this. But if you're in the aisle seat on an airplane and you have to pee, just go. Just get up. Bother people. If you have to pee.
You're on the, you mean
in the window. Sorry, in the window seat.
Yeah.
If you're in the window seat, sorry. You shouldn't feel imprisoned if you're in the window seat at all. Even if you have to go 5 times in a 2-hour flight.
Let me tell you, I'll back you up. And as a person that would apply to, like, I don't like bothering people.
I do
it. I gotta go pee.
No, this is what happens to me. This happened to me because I had it was like a 6-hour flight from Portland to Orlando. And I'm sitting there and I have to pee, and I'm like, oh well, you gotta wait. Of course, I always have to go like right when we take off, you know.
Okay, and you gotta wait till we're up high enough.
Usually, I'm trying to pick the aisle seat. You can't always choose, you know.
You prefer an aisle seat?
For this reason, because I'm a people pleaser and I don't like to bother people. Yep. And so the second that I'm like thinking about it, like the second that the light goes off with the seatbelt,
you're up.
Go pee. And people are always cheating. People are always going earlier than that, but like, no, I'll wait till. And then the second that the woman in the middle seat and on the aisle, they pull down their tray and they just start setting up this intricate salad and leftover pizza and glass.
The one's next to you blocking you in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just creating this whole buffet line of food. And I'm like, oh my God, now I'm gonna have to like it's gonna take her 20 minutes to pack up all this shit again. And
Yep.
so I'm having this argument in my head. It's like I'm feeling like I gotta go, but like I guess I could wait for her to like eat her food, but it's like gonna take forever because she pulled out so much food. I don't know why she got all this food on the plane. And then I'm like, so I have to sit here in like a medical condition, you know, because I
Yeah.
don't want to disturb them. And so this happens every time I have this argument in my head. It's like, no, you can just ask them, and they can say
Yep.
no if they're really dicks, or they can just be a
Oh
normal person
God.
and move. If
Who
you
would
were
say
sitting in the
no?
middle or the aisle seat, I wouldn't care. Well,
Sure.
nobody would say no, I don't think, but if
Yeah.
I were sitting in the middle seat or the aisle seat, I wouldn't care. I like getting standing up on an airplane. You know,
Sure.
it's
You can
nice to
stretch.
stretch your leg. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
So you shouldn't feel bad, even if you have to wake somebody up.
Yep.
Whatever, just do it. You don't have to sit there in pain and feel like you have to pee to make somebody else happy to not bother them. Because one, I don't even think you're bothering that to chew. The worst case, you're waking someone up when they're asleep. But guess what? They'll go back to
They can go back
sleep.
to sleep.
Like
Yeah.
it's okay. You shouldn't have to sit there if you have to pee. That's me.
I
That's
totally
my
agree. The
feeling.
only time I would say otherwise is if you are one of these people that it's a 6 hour flight and you're going to have to pee 4 times. You should you should have gotten a different seat. You should have gotten an aisle seat.
I know.
But if you pee once,
No, but
twice,
I. That's my point. Is
fine.
you can't always choose.
You might want. I
No,
mean, if you're if
I
you're
don't.
if you're if
I'm
you're
not
peeing
putting
that
any
many
restrictions
times,
on.
you might just be, hey, just a heads up. I got a small bladder. I'm going to be up a lot. If you want to switch, that's fine. Otherwise, just letting you know, you will be getting up a lot.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But I still don't think like what's the big deal? Okay, let's say it's 6 times in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like, okay, is it so bad to stand up 6 times in 6 hours? It's probably good for you.
Um, I wouldn't mind it. I just would like to know ahead of time. I just want to know, hey, you're going to be getting up a lot. I'd be like, that's fine. That's fine. But if you're surprising me once an hour, it's like, hey, should I even put my fucking headphones on or what, no, is that defeating? Am I canceling
Right?
out what I
See,
said?
I don't like this. I don't like. It feels like you want to shame. Because you know what happened
Six
to me?
times in
So
six
I had to
hours.
pee, so that was coming on this flight. No, it wasn't that bad. I had to go twice.
See,
Now,
that's fine. That's
I
fine.
went the first early, and I said I got to do it. I'm sorry because I made them put all their food away. I was like, I don't care. I got to go. It was really bad. But I was drinking. I was getting over this cold, the bad voice, and so I've been drinking water, tea, and all this stuff constantly. and, then I go, and like you're cocky. That moment you've peed, you're like, oh, I feel so good. You're like a little cocky. So then you go sit down, and the stewardess comes with. So I get like, I get a water and a coffee, and I know they must have been looking at me like, really, water and coffee? Are you sure, pal? Window seat.
Hey,
You just.
buddy.
I'm like, I just went. I just went. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sure enough, 2 hours later. But I was able. This was so great. I did hold it again. I was holding it for like 45 minutes. I was like, Andrew, this is ridiculous. Just ask them. Just go. It's not that big of a deal. And then they got up and went. I was like, oh, jackpot. So I just followed them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
There you go.
I know. So that was a
That's
cop
great.
out. All
What
right.
would you do?
That's
Now,
it.
this is just hypothetical.
Yeah.
What would you do? You're in the aisle seat, and the guy next to you is like, "Oh, pardon me, got to get up." And you're, "Oh, okay, no problem, sure." And he scoots past you. He scoots past you. You just kind of turn your legs to the side, and he scoots past you. Okay,
Yeah.
you stay in your seat, but you just turn your legs. Okay,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
he, and, and he and he blasts a fart in your face as he passes. Now,
And
I
then he
know
just
that's
sits
funny.
back down.
And he just says false alarm.
Yeah. Well, I had to get that out. Thank you. And he just sits back down.
What do you do? What do you do? Either scenario.
What can you do?
Real life. This isn't an SNL sketch. Someone farts in your face. What do you do? As Andrew Sleighter.
You do nothing. You do nothing. You do nothing. You cover your eyes as quickly as possible to try and not get pink eye. But other than that, what are you going to say? Something? What would you say? Hey, buddy, you tuned in, right?
Jesus Christ, sir.
Hey, everybody, this guy just farted. Right in my face.
Right in my mouth.
I mean, it's as humiliating for me. It's as humiliating for me as it is for him. Like, I just want to move past it, you know. So I'm not saying anything. I don't know. What about you? What would you do?
Let me think. I wasn't expecting this to be thrown back at me. I would make the passive aggressive noises the whole. Oh, God damn it! Ugh, yuck! I would just do that the whole flight. Or I would text you,
start asking
but tilt my phone.
Questions.
I would tilt my phone so they could make sure they were reading it and be like, "Hey, the fucking guy next to me just totally ripped ass in the face. What a fucking asshole, huh?" That's what I would do.
All right. We got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Cavalry.
You got any dates you want to plug?
I got some dates coming up. I do have some dates I want to plug. The big one I would really love for people, because we have Seattle people who listen. May 15th and 16th, I'll be at Laughs Comedy Club in Seattle, Washington. And so you can get tickets now, and that would be great. I'm also going to be in Medford, May 1st and 2nd, and Richland, Washington at Joker's, May 8th and 9th. But Laughs Comedy Club in Seattle, May 15th and 16th. Johnny?
Nice. I will be in Baraga, Michigan with Charlie Kogis, very funny guy. May 8th, Friday, May 8th at the Ojibwa Casino. Ojibwa Casino. And then, that's the 8th. May 5th, Chicago. If you're in Chicago, please come to Zany's. That's my door deal show, so I need to show them I can get butts in the seats. May 5th, downtown Chicago. Zany's.
All right. Check those shows out. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
Cavalry.